Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the United Stand. And there is a massive update on the takeover news. Straight away, going off the bat, it's Mike Keegan, everyone. So Mike Keegan, we know how reliable of a journalist he is. He's just come out with a massive update regarding the takeover and regarding the sale. And as you can see of the title of the video, there is expected to be a confirmed bidder for Manchester United who is going to own Manchester United by next week. So thank you, everyone, for joining me on this. We'll get this update going, but I mean, I've just got back from holiday and straight away there's an update that is looking very positive in regards to the takeover of Manchester United. There is definitely going to be a sale. Who it's going to be is not yet confirmed. But for everybody who's in the camp of Qatar, get a little bit excited because it's looking like they are a lot more likely now than what we've seen in the last few weeks. So there is big updates coming in. A lot of people saying don't buy it, that we're getting spun. I don't think we're going to get spun on this. I think there is going to be an update, and I think we are going to get the takeover very, very soon. It's just when this is going to happen. Next week, apparently, is when it's going to happen by, but I feel like we see that nearly every single week. But thank you, everyone, for joining me. Let's get started into the update. So coming from Mike Keegan, and he's been super reliable so far on the updates of Manchester United and of the takeover updates. He's saying that both bidders in the battle for Manchester United are finalising deal details with the club's sellers, with long-awaited decision on exclusivity finally expected later this week. So it feels like every week, it's Friday this week, there's going to be an update. Friday this week, there's going to be an update. A lot of outlets are now reporting it. The Times are reporting it as well, that there is going to be an exclusive bidder named at the end of this week. So who do you think it's going to be? Because it seems like it's going to be Sir Jim for the longest time, and now it's looking like it's very, very even. Again, Mike Keegan saying that Ratcliffe's Ineos outfit had appeared to have nosed in front, but those acting on behalf of Sheikh Jassim, who at one stage thought they had lost, now feel like they are very much in the game. So Sheikh Jassim and the Qatar, I mean, the 92 foundation that they have are in the game, and it could go either way on this one. I still think Qatar are going to end up owning Manchester United. I just don't think that's a deal that the Glazers can turn down. I think Sir Jim has been strung along in this. That's just my personal opinion. Obviously, take it as a pinch of salt. But we have a super chat in from Ronnie Dodge saying, Qatar win to ruin City's treble party. Nothing's going to ruin that, unfortunately. I mean, and this is why we've got to act quickly, because obviously we all know what happened yesterday. Man City did win the treble, and as anyone can come here and say, you know, only one team can do it first, but City have now won the treble. That was ours. They have now done it. What worries me the most is that they could do it again next year. Like, they have that capability. And we're sat here, we've been moaning for the last 10 years. We've got horrific owners. It feels like we're only just starting to go somewhere under Erik ten Hag, but we've seen this a little bit before. It could easily all come crashing down. We've seen how far off City we are. FA Cup final, City didn't even play at their best, and yet we still didn't look good compared to them. So, you know, my worry is after the treble yesterday is this could happen again. It could happen again, and it could just get out of hand. So this is why the ownership situation has to come to a close soon. It feels like the never-ending saga, and hopefully that is going to happen. Dessa Clan says, give us Qatar. It's what's best for our club. By the way, you are beautiful, Beth. Thank you so much for that compliment. I have got a little bit of a tan as I have just been on holiday, and I thought I'd bring the weather back with me, but it's now absolutely lashing it down outside, so maybe not. But yeah, I have just been on holiday, so that's why. But on holiday, I was constantly checking for updates. I was constantly checking what's going on. I was honestly reeling when I saw what was happening midweek regarding the Sir Jim stuff. But now it seems like it's a little bit more evened up. And the other update from Mike Keegan is Sir Jim Ratcliffe's people had been in advanced talks with the Ring Group for a number of weeks, but insiders have disclosed there was something of a breakthrough with Sheikh Jassim after his latest bid. So again, Sheikh Jassim on his latest bid for Manchester United, do you know what it is? It's the money. They can't turn the money down. I've said it so many times before. I mean, you know, it could end up being Sir Jim Ratcliffe now, but I've said for weeks with people that are in my circle, with people that I've been speaking to, I've told you guys, like I'm the same with you guys as I am, you know, when I'm speaking with my friends. It's very, very set on the way I think about things. I think all this time it's going to be Sheikh Jassim. It's going to be Qatar. Sir Jim Ratcliffe's bid hasn't changed. He included the Glazers in his bid out of desperation, because he doesn't have enough to do it himself. He can't compete with Sheikh Jassim as a majority bid. He's included the Glazers in his bid out of desperation. The Glazers have probably thought, oh, you know, Avram and Joel do want to stay part of Manchester United, so it probably did tempt them. But Sheikh Jassim has thought, you know, he started off small because he doesn't, he's a businessman. He's got the money to buy it, but I'm saying started off small, but he started off with a bid that was lower than what we expected. And again, when he thought he was out of the race, literally last Friday, he comes back in with a bid that, for me personally, I just don't think they can refuse. They are not going to get money like that. Even if they keep hold of it with Sir Jim for another 10 years, they won't get the money that Sheikh Jassim is offering now. So it just makes logical sense to take that Qatar bid. I don't understand from a business point of view why they wouldn't. Because even if they go into partnership with each other, they've got the stadium to invest in. The fans are going to be it's going to be chaotic. Are they going to be able to back Erik ten Hag the way he needs to be? Erik ten Hag's a very good manager, but it probably end in disaster because we can't do what we want. So the logical solution for them now is to take the money and get out. And I've said that all along, but I'll have to wait and see. Tori Ola says, Beth, do you think the Glazers would accept this $6 billion? I've just said, I don't understand how they can't take it. I know once, the fees are taken away, the debts are paid off, then it does, money is taken away from them. Doesn't quite work out to, $1 billion each per family member. But each family member is going to be getting a lot of money out of that deal, more than what they would have expected, I think, as well. So I don't see how they can't walk away from it. Callum Jennings, thank you for entering the United Stand Members Club. I'm just going through all your chats here. And we've got... Yeah, everyone just wants it to be over. Thoughts on Pickford, Beth? Wow. Guys, I know this is a takeover update, but my thoughts on Pickford. If anyone's always said, I've literally said he's the one keeper in the league that I think is worse than... Well, not the one. He's one of the few keepers in the league that are worse than De Gea. The thought of getting Pickford honestly makes me feel sick. It makes me feel sick. I was at the concert last night. I was at a concert, The Weekend, if anyone knows him, in Manchester. I was at the concert, The Weekend in Manchester. I was loving life until I saw the City result and then kind of put a damper on it. But then I thought, you know what? I'll enjoy my time at the weekend. I come out of the concert, I check my phone, I open Twitter, and the first thing I see is Man United are going to go for Jordan Pickford. I honestly, I nearly threw up. Genuinely nearly threw up. It's not a keeper that I would be going for at all. I don't rate him at all. If you look at Onana last night, that's a keeper the United should be going for, not Jordan Pickford. No offense to Jordan Pickford. I mean, that was probably a bit horrible, but no, not Jordan Pickford. Anyway, let's get through this takeover stuff. Again, we've got here, Sir Jim Ratcliffe's people had been in advanced talks with the Rain Group for a number of weeks, but insiders have disclosed there was something of a breakthrough with Sheikh Jassim after his latest bid. And then the Times are coming in as well, saying the preferred bidder for Manchester United will be named this week. Another outlet, so we've got Mike Keegan from the Daily Mail, and we've got the Times also reporting on the preferred bidder. A Times, obviously, again, a very, very reliable source. And then the Times coming in with Sir Jim Ratcliffe had initially submitted an offer for the 69% stake of MUFC held by the Glazers. However, it appears the figure is now closer to 60%, with the opportunity for the Glazers to retain a stake as a means of investment. I'm sorry. Just reading it back through. I know what's been happening all along, obviously. We've been keeping up to date with this, but reading it back through, I don't understand how anyone can be a Manchester United fan and want the best for this club and support someone who's willing to prop the Glazers up in this football club, willing to keep us in debt, willing to be in a position where we'll never be able to reach Manchester City and what they're doing, never be able to do it. With Sir Jim and the Glazers, we will never, ever be able to compete with Manchester City. I mean, I'd love to be proven wrong, but I don't understand a world in which that can happen. They'll try and impress with the first couple of summers, then we'll be on a tight budget and the training facilities won't improve. Where are they going to get the investment from? So people can talk about, obviously, the sports washing of Qatar, and that is a major issue within sports. But when you're looking solely at Manchester United Football Club and what is going to be best for Manchester United Football Club, there is no doubt in my mind that Sheikh Jassim's offer is better. Just looking at the offer in general, 100% ownership of Manchester United, competitive nature that is willing to be the best. They are going to put everything into this football club. They've already pledged a massive investment. They will have either a new stadium or a massive investment. The training facilities will be rejuvenated. We'll be competing in every single summer transfer window. They're always going to employ the best of the best. It's just, for me, an absolute no-brainer. And oh my gosh, outside it is absolutely thunderstorming and lashing it down. So if you can hear that, I'm very, very sorry. But I just had to get my word out on that, because this update is massive. And this is going to be the big decider of the mood of the summer. I've got to be honest, if it is Sir Jim Ratcliffe that takes Man United forward. And again, this is only my viewpoint. You are allowed to have your own, but I know we've all been quite vocal on the United stand about preferring the Qatar offer into Manchester United. But if it was Sir Jim that was announced next week, my hope would be on a downward spiral. I've got to be honest. Since we won that Carabao Cup, I've just been feeling going like this. I've seen City win the treble, which is honestly, you think it doesn't get worse, but to think that the Glazers could stay for many, many years to come on top of City winning the treble, it is honestly so, it's devastating, really. And everyone's talking about what's happening outside. I'm not joking you. It is literally thunderstorming ridiculously. So that is what's happening outside, and you couldn't write it. Do you know what the weather is trying to tell me? I don't know what it's trying to tell me, but hopefully, I don't know. It's not a bad sign, but it's absolutely ridiculous. I mean, it couldn't get any worse right now. It couldn't get any worse. They're obviously not very... The City of Manchester are not very happy about Manchester City winning the treble. They're just not very happy about it, which is why it's absolutely thunderstorming outside. Manchester weather, exactly. They're not happy about City winning the treble. No to the Glazers to stay, no to Ratcliffe. Every day the state Ratcliffe wants seems to get less and less. It's desperation at this point, guys. It's desperation. Lightning strikes maybe once, maybe twice. And Drew says it's obviously Sir Jim. I don't think it's obviously Sir Jim. I think it's going to be Qatar. I don't know if that's just me being positive, but I think it will be Qatar on this one, if I'm going to be honest with you. And again, with the Times as well, coming out with the Times' the Times reporting that Sir Jim Ratcliffe had initially submitted an offer for 69%, and now it's gone down to 60%. It honestly, I don't get it. I don't get that from me. I really don't understand it. Why does his bid keep getting less and less? Is it desperation? Maybe he's just trying everything he can to get hold of Manchester United. And Ted Robotic says, let's forget the Chiefs win, Qatar to win. We can all celebrate the Glazers gone. Well, yeah, exactly. We need to get the Glazers gone, and we need the full ownership done. But that is the update on Manchester United's sale and what is going on at Manchester United. I'm not joking you. I don't know if I can show you. It is literally killing itself outside. So I am going to leave the stream here. This was an update on the sale of Manchester United. I will see you all shortly throughout the week. The weather is clearly trying to tell me something. And yeah, so thank you guys for tuning in in the sale update. What I would say is everyone keep the fingers crossed. Everybody make sure, literally any wish that you can get this week, that the update is going to be a positive one for Manchester United, and it is going to go in the way that we are going to be able to. We're going to be able to compete with Manchester City, because that is where the benchmark is. That's where the benchmark is at the end of the day. But thank you very much for watching, everyone. I will see you on the next one. I've got an exciting interview lined up for tomorrow. Stay tuned for that. A really good interview coming, and a lot on the ownership as well. So see you tomorrow, everyone. We'll see you on the next one.